So today we're going to be looking at how to integrate ActiveCampaign to Google Sheets. So the best way to do this is to do it via Zapier, and it's a really easy Zap to create. So what we'll do is we'll create our trigger, and our trigger is going to be ActiveCampaign on a new or updated contact in ActiveCampaign. We'll choose our account, and then here we can select whether we want to filter via a list and whether we want to include or exclude unsubscribe events. So you might want to filter for a list and have one sheet for your newsletter list, one sheet for your client list, and maybe one sheet for your leads list or something like that inside the Google Sheet. So it'd be exactly the same Zap setup, but if you wanted to have, say, 3 different sheets, you would basically just select your list here, and then you would map it to a specific sheet in these 2 steps. For this instance, we're just going to assume that you want to map all the contacts to one sheet in Google Sheets. So once you've done that, you want to pull in some test data, so you've got all the fields there to map, and then you want to add a Zap step, and here we want to find or create a row in Google Sheets. You don't want to just update or create a row. You want to find to see if there's an existing row in Google Sheets. Choose your app, choose your event, look up Spreadsheet row as the event, choose your account. Then we want to map our spreadsheet and the worksheet that we're looking at. And here we want to use a lookup column. Now the lookup column should be either an ActiveCampaign ID column or an ActiveCampaign email column. Some sort of way that you can identify if that column is unique and if that column matches the user that you've got in ActiveCampaign. Because remember, this Zap is going to run whenever a user is new or updated in ActiveCampaign. So this Zap could run multiple times a day for a single user, and we don't want to create a new row for every single time it runs. We want to just update an existing row. So we're going to find that row. Now, if a row doesn't exist, then we're just going to create a row. And the only field you need to map here is just the email field, because in the next step, we're going to be mapping the rest of the fields. All this second step is going to do is just find or create a row if it doesn't exist. So our third step is that we want to use Google Sheets and update an existing spreadsheet row. Select your account, and then here we just use the same spreadsheet, same worksheet, and here for row we're going to use the data from step 2. So we'll just select the drop down here, and I just like to put in a couple of X's there, use custom row value, and then you'll select the row ID from step 2. Which that will take a little while to load, but you'd select row ID from step 2, and then you'd map in all the fields that you've got from your API. So you'd select, say, the first name here, then you'd add the phone number there, and you just go through and you'd map all the fields that you want to sync up, and then you can go across to continue, and then skip all test, and your Zap is complete. So that's how to connect ActiveCampaign to Google Sheets via a search for a row and then update an existing row, or create a new row and then update that new row that you've created. And the reason why you might want to sync this up to Google Sheets is you might want to have an external list that you could use for your advertising campaigns. You might want to import it to a Google Ads account or a Facebook Ads account or a LinkedIn Ads account as a custom audience once a month, something like that. You might want to have it just to have a list that you can easily look at to make sure that things are working correctly, that your clients are on a client list and vice versa. Or you might even use it for, say, sending bulk mailers out, postal campaigns. There's a whole heap of reasons why you might want to move that list across to Google Sheets from ActiveCampaign. And this is an easy way to do it. Hi, I'm Mitch Bayless, and if you're looking for someone to help you with your business automation, then click the button below to schedule your free call today. And if you found this video useful, remember to click like. And also subscribe to our channel for more videos.